Ed Harris.
Ed Harris,
Yeah,
Chad
yeah,
McDonald.
Chad,
Good to
right.
meet you. Glad you
Yeah,
made it.
my name's Ed Harris. I was born October 5th, 1941, right during hunt season.
Is it turkey time?
Turkey time, sir.
It's turkey time. I like turkey time.
I like turkey time too, especially when it's a new place to do turkeys.
Welcome to Sportsman of North America. Your ticket to the outdoors.
Those crowded streets, and grab your boat or fishing pole and take a ride with me. We're headed to a place
Join Mike McCabe,
good old boys can roam. We're leaving behind all the dirt and crime from the cities we call home. Yeah, join me today and together we'll say, let's grab our gear and go to the waters and the land that we understand.
Ray Howell,
Second home. Sportsman of North America, can you hear the call? Oh yeah, we tip our hat to the great outdoors and the God of
SNA founder Keith Powell,
don't need a ticket, we don't stand in no lines, just hanging with our friends. We see that? Woo!
and weekly winners just like you.
Where the good times.
Get ready, because it's time for Sportsman of North America. It's time for this week's Winners Spotlight, where we showcase SNA members on adventures of a lifetime that they've won from Sportsman of North America.
Well, Ed, we're going to head up here about a mile and a half now. And it's just a little open meadow area right on the edge of the river. And these birds should be roosted out there in front of us.
Well, I'm excited. I'm tickled pink that the Sportsman of North America drew my name. The other thing that I'm really excited about is because we're going to be hunting a reel. Up in Maine, we've got easterns everywhere. And I've shot a lot of easterns, but I'm really looking forward to getting a nice reel. We barely got into the blind and set up, and birds were hammering on the roost all over. It was just going to be a matter of time, before we got one. They were on all sides of us. They were still on the roost, but it wasn't long before they came down and started drumming, and you could hear the hens cackling and Dave's calling, and it was just going to be a matter of, a few minutes before we were going to see birds.
We've been set up now for about 30 minutes. David, the guy, just got the decoys set out. We've got birds gobbling all around us. A lot of hens calling right now. We've only been here about 30 minutes, and we've got 2 or 3 toms all the way around us, cutting loose everywhere. So hopefully, in the not too distant future, we'll have one of them show up. And there's some hens coming right there. Tom, he can't be too far behind him. He's been cutting loose for the last half hour.
Pretty soon, about 100 yards down, the little mode section where they go from one field to another, we just could see the top of the fan.
Another hen coming right now. There he is. I can see his tail feathers. He's strutting right down there.
And he pranced and he put on a show, but all of a sudden, the hen started trotting right up the little path coming to the decoys.
He looks like he's starting to come. I'm going to start to get ready.
It was just a matter of seconds before he folded his wings and came right on a trot.
Bring him right along. Here he comes. You tell me when you've got enough video and I'm going
He come running right down, And I asked the cameraman, Chad, I said, you let me know when you've got enough video. And he said, Ed, we've got it.
You got plenty of video, okay? I'm gonna take it whenever you. I'm all set. Well, that didn't take us too long. And that's a beautiful bird. David's running out right now to. Good morning, David. Well, that didn't take us too long, Chad. Davey, thank you, bud.
Hi folks, I'm Ed Harris from Wynn, Maine. I'm down here in south central Kansas with Dave Henning, hunting Rios. Been a fantastic hunt. I want to thank the Sportsmen of North America. They've been my ticket to the outdoors.
Great turkey, Ed. We'll be right back. Sportsman of North America is brought to you by Hard Rifles, Hunter's Safety System, Lacrosse Boots, Kicking Bear, Sportsman's Hunting Gear, Scentlock, Boss Buck, Downwind Scents, World Series of Whitetails, Diamond Archery, Gaddis and Gaddis, and Can Cooker. Sportsman of North America Hunting Club is the only online hunting community that gives away a hunt each and every week to our members. If you want to go on one of these exciting hunts, it's only a mouse click away at www.sportsmanna.com. Turkeys are a very vocal and social animal. Several different types of vocalization can be heard while in the turkey woods. Master these 3 primary calls, and you'll find lovesick toms coming into your setups. The basic cluck includes 2 or 3 single-note clucks. It's generally used by one bird to get the attention of another. It's a good call to reassure an approaching gobbler that a hen is waiting for him. Purring is a soft rolling call turkeys make when content. It can usually be heard by feeding birds. This is not a loud call, but is good for reassuring birds and bringing them in those last few yards. And lastly, the yelp is a basic turkey sound. It is often delivered in a series of single-note vocalizations and can have different meanings depending on how the hen uses it. Remember not to overcall. This is especially important later in the season as the birds become more pressured. Your goal should be to mimic what the birds are doing, not to sound like you think they should sound. And now, back to the action.
Well, the thing is, that wasn't the end of my hunt, all right? Kansas is a 2-bird state, and I had 2 tags, okay? So David said, you know, a lot of birds in there, a transition area from feeding to roosting, why don't we go back in? So we went back in and set up again right in the original blind that I had shot the bird in the morning.
Those turkeys should start working back in here again, ready to roost. So
Hopefully we'll catch maybe that big one we saw earlier today. Maybe he'll come back through. Good to go.
Dave was sitting there calling, and all of a sudden 2 jakes come out. And I mean, they fluffed and they pranced and they put on a show.
One of them beautiful white tips on his fan, and nice big white tips all the way through the middle of his back. Nice birds, but only about 3.5 inch beards. Two jakes that will be real good birds next year. But I don't think that big tom's too far away. We've still got an hour or so of daylight. I think we may get a crack at him yet.
All of a sudden, that big hen come out. Not too long, out come those two jakes again.
We've got a couple of jakes right on the edge of the little clearing.
And I said, there's no way that big guy is going to let them 2 jakes get on his girl.
The big tom is just in there, maybe 3 or 4 yards. He's cutting loose, but he just won't quite step out yet.
It wasn't 10 seconds later that out he come.
I think I can take him if he comes right by that tree. Here he comes. Here that big tree. As soon as he goes that big tree. Get him just a little closer. Okay, if you're ready, I'm gonna take you. All set. Here we go. I broke a leg or something, see it?
I think we've got him, but he's just gone out of sight. But I hit him in the body, and I know I hit him good.
Good job, man.
I know we hit him good, so
Hopefully he tipped over out there.
hopefully he's down, but let's hope so. Let's hope so.
One way to find out.
One way to find out. Let's go. I'm anxious to go. Let's go see if we've got him.
Last time I saw him, I didn't know how to see her, so hopefully he's just piled up.
Yeah, there he is. There he is. Right. All right. Hey, good. Thank you, sir.
Good job.
Yeah. You went a little farther than they normally do, but the end result's what counts. Oh, he shed a feather. That is a beautiful bird, Dave. Thank you, sir. Yep. Oh,
Rio Grande took you out there.
shoulder. Broke that.
Yep.
Broke that front shoulder and stuff on him right there. Yep.
Yeah, just hit him a little low, but it did the trick.
Yep. Yeah.
Good beard. This one's got probably a 9-inch beard.
Yep. How we do?
Short on the spurs,
Yeah, a
but
little short on the
still
spurs.
a pretty good sized
Oh,
bird.
he's beautiful. He's beautiful. That's
Good. That's the
that's what we
Rio
wanted.
fan right
That's the
there.
Rio
All
fan
white.
right there. Yep. Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful bird. Thank you again. I really appreciate it.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Yep. Minute that I met David, I mean, I knew that this was a kid that enjoyed the outdoors, and you know, he's just getting started, and he's got a great operation going. He's got you know, wonderful deer hunting, and we've seen turkeys everywhere. It's been great. David's been great. No, I've been very happy with everything. I'd have to say anybody who's not a member of the Sportsmen of North America is making a mistake, because you know, you see things on TV about, you know, you can do this and you can do that, but I'm living proof that you know, you can win a hunt on Sportsmen of North America. They give a hunt away every week, and I've probably only been a member for 6 or 7 months. So if you're not a member of Sportsmen of North America, you better get your act together and join.
Welcome back. We're digging into the SNA archives to bring you a classic unaired hunt. Let's watch.
You know, 2006 for me was a great year. I took multiple species and took some really good trophies. The Ohio hunt, I took a really nice buck. Even though that was my biggest buck for the year, I had actually more fun on a hunt that I did in Illinois with a cameraman come out for the first time. Jason McQueen was with me, and that was the first time he ever filmed me. And we had more fun on that hunt than I did of any of the hunts that I was on that year.
Just got set up. We got a buck right out in front of us. He looks like he's a pretty good one, but I think he's a 2-year-old. We're up here. We're in southeastern Illinois. And we ain't in the stand. 5 minutes. We got a buck right here. I think it's a 2-year-old. He had pretty good mass, his name boy. I think he might have got a little whiff of us. It's a good stop. That's a little bit of bad luck. Yeah. We've seen that buck. And then we saw a giant. I think he was a 10-point giant buck. Made him look small.
fight going on down here. So they took off. This is the second day. There's a lot of does. We had them all the way around us. I can't believe we didn't get smelled. But it was a good day. Seen a lot of deer. This afternoon we went and set stands. And we're gonna hunt it tomorrow. He's a big one. Hopefully we can get on him.
Will Mike find his buck? We'll be right back. 2 days have passed, and the season is almost over. Let's see if Mike can take down a buck before it's over.
It's terrible weather. We're getting the 50s. But you need a little luck. We're getting towards the end of the season.
We was in the stand for about 20 minutes, I suppose, half hour. And I look over Jason's shoulder and I told him, giant buck. I said, big buck coming. Well, I finally got Jason to turn around and look for this big buck that, wasn't there at all. And he was trying to find this big buck that wasn't there. And he was freaking out. And so we had a laugh there. We make it fun, so we had a lot of fun. He didn't think it was that funny, but I thought it was hilarious. But not 20 minutes later, 20 minutes later, this buck gets on me. He comes right underneath me from my left. I look over like that, and he's standing not 7 or 8 yards from the base of the stand. And I said, Jason, shoot her. He says, yeah, sure, right. And he pays no attention. And I said, no, seriously, shoot her. And he leans out like that to look. And I think the buck actually saw that movement above him, and it spooked him. And he took off a little ways. Well, Jason managed to get on him like straight away. This buck goes out, he's about 35 yards, and he turns and he walks through an opening.
Thank you. See him. Did you see him? I didn't see where I hit him. You drilled him, man. Did I? Oh, you smacked him. I didn't see him go down. He got out there about 10,000 yards. And he's flagging his tail real bad. I think he went down right there. I didn't see him. That's what I thought, he went down. Drilled him, man. Can you believe that? Yeah. 3 days left for the Illinois season. We pounded as a shooter. Yeah. Good deal. Oh, wow. Thanks, brother. Yeah, man.
He's bleeding good. He's emptying out here. He's dumping out. Right here. Look at the blood here. My goodness. Hold on. Let's look at this. Right here. Here he is. Ha! Looky here. Oh, the last minute buck. Look what a great buck. Wow. That finishes my Illinois season. Look at the big beams on him, look. Character here. That is great. My goodness. I didn't think I was going to get it done. I had 26 days this year. 26 days in Illinois. And last year I had like 3 days. Never thought I'd get it done.
Sometimes we get so wrapped up with how big the animal is that we lose sight of how good the hunt is. And you know, I had a great time with this hunt. You know, me and Jason laughed, we had a lot of fun. You know, I learned a lesson on that thing, not to mess with the cameraman too bad, because it almost cost me that buck. But you know, at the end of the day, I didn't shoot a buck that made the book there, but I had a good hunt. And this hunt got put in the drawer on the editing table and got left. And we only just pulled that hunt back out and edited it. And you know, it's a shame that sometimes we shouldn't only think about how big the bone is, we should think about how good the hunt is.
Thanks for watching Sportsman of North America. Go to www.sportsmanna.com to catch all the episodes you missed. Don't forget, Sportsman of North America Hunt Club gives away a free hunt each and every week. For an online social community for hunting and outdoors, where you can meet other hunters and share photos, videos, and hunting tips, SportsmanNA.com is the new destination for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Sportsman of North America, your ticket to the outdoors. We're changing lives one hunt at a time.
Closed captioning provided by Hunter Safety System. Don't let your next hunt be your last.
This has been a Sportsman Video production.